Morning, Trainiacs. We are headed to Challenge Roth.
So where are we heading?
We are heading to Roth, Germany, Munich, and then getting picked up, driving to Roth, which is I think an hour away.
And why are we going to Roth?
Because I am doing first Ironman distance triathlon. Not an Ironman, it's a challenge event, so technically not an Ironman. No M.Dot tattoo.
So you have been training your butt off for this first full distance event. How do you feel? Do you feel ready?
I would be lying if I said I was not scared. I hope that means that I'm appropriately trained, because I've done all the workouts, and what was happening was in the last month or so, it's like a metronome. If a workout said do 260 watts for 20 minutes, I did 260 watts for 20 minutes, bang on. And then recovered the next day for do 8 times a kilometer for 355 kind of kilometer. And it was all just getting prepared nicely. No real crushing workouts besides that 6-hour trainer ride on Zwift. That sucked. I don't know. Hopefully I feel ready.
Are you excited though? You don't seem very happy.
I am scared is what I am. I can't remember if this is how I felt the first time I did an Ironman or a half Ironman, but I feel scared.
What are you scared of?
It's a long day. Mostly scared of how my bum's gonna feel at 160K and then having to get off the bike and still run a marathon. I'm mostly afraid of how my bum's gonna feel.
So it is Wednesday and you race on Sunday.
Sunday.
Why are we going with only this many days to spare?
Because you have a real job and you're ruining us flying around the world doing nothing but triathlon. So we don't really have a choice. But I tried flying into Puerto Rico. No, South Africa. I flew in a week and a bit ahead of time. And I didn't enjoy that because I was just sitting and eating food that isn't my normal food that's purchased, not made. And I just kind of sat and gained weight and got bored. But then with Puerto Rico, we flew in Thursday for a Sunday race, and I liked that a lot. And that race went pretty well. This might be a little bit tougher because we're flying many time zones away, and we're flying east, so we lose time. Talking to Cam Worth, he is like, you're going to feel pretty rough for the swim. And he recommended basically just sleep as much as I possibly can and just let the swim wake me up, because I think I'm going to be doing the swim in challenge at midnight, 1 a.m. our time, thereabouts.
It sounds miserable.
Whole thing's going to be rough. Just a real treat what we do.
You chose it.
Thanks for having us.
No worries.
This is fantastic here.
So here we are in Roth.
Roth.
You can't pronounce it right.
Nope.
So you're clearly building the bike, but what else is going to be happening now?
I am going to build the bike and hopefully everything still works. And then I go for a run and a little bike just to make sure that it works. and then hopefully some sleep, because I'm going on about 2 hours of sleep overnight.
And then what's the plan for the rest of the week? I guess there's lots of, I mean, with an event this big, there's going to be a lot going on. What do we have on tap?
Good question. Sleep as much as possible. Do a little bit of activity every day. I think the longest workout in between today, Thursday, and the race on Sunday is a 1 hour easy bike, which we might be doing with Reece Barclay and maybe Lucy Charles. Nothing like getting a little ego shot before a big race. And we'll do a meetup, hopefully meet some Trainiacs at the expo at the Sporcks booth. And hang out with new friends. Sebastian, who's put us up here, and Robert, who picked us up at the airport. Just solid Trainiacs. Big fans so far of the people that we're meeting. That's it. That's what I got. What do you got? Tell them about your nice shirt.
Hopefully I have a suitcase tomorrow. That's what I don't got right now, is a suitcase.
There, show your shirt. This is your outfit for
It's my
the next few days? Ooh, so nice. When is your luggage supposed to...
tomorrow, I guess.
Where is it right now?
Montreal.
Yeah.
It didn't leave Canada.
Unfortunately, we're not the same size. Otherwise, she could wear my kit around town.
I have no underwear. I could just wear one of your Speedos.
There you go. Good deal. Go up for camel pack. Are you gonna race with that? Super aero.
Yeah, line of Sanders.
Yeah, looks good.
Coming through, off-roading. It's going wild. It's gone rogue.
So what's it feel like to be running with all these legends, Lucy?
Have a good race.
Thank you.
See you at the finish line.
So that's it, Trainiacs. The hay is in the barn. If I haven't built the fitness that I need up to now, it ain't coming. Because race tomorrow. Oh. Glare, my bad. So, I've been thinking about it the last couple days. I can't remember if I was this afraid of what was about to come the first time that I did a half Ironman, which was the Duluth Superior Man 4 seasons ago. But I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit afraid. Not because I'm like, well, I'm afraid of not finishing. I know I'll finish. I hope I'll finish, because I've been saying on this channel for 3 years that I could do an Ironman any day of the week. I could do one tomorrow. I'm gonna do one tomorrow. But it's more fear of I don't know what the pain is gonna feel like. I don't know what it's gonna feel like racing 180K on the bike. I've biked 180K, but racing 180K. I don't know what it's gonna feel like then running a marathon. I've never ran 42 kilometers in one shot. Ran 33 in one shot, but that wasn't racing in one shot. You know how I say that how you get over lack of motivation and overcoming some of your fears is to set a goal that is just a little bit fearful for you. It causes just a little bit of anxiety, and that fear of, can I do this? Can I perform? Can I accomplish what I want to? That's going to motivate you to go out and train and improve yourself. And I tell you, that little bit of fear that I've had for the last 3 months has been motivating. I don't think I've really crapped out on a workout except Monday swims. I crapped out on a bunch of Monday swims, just didn't show up. But week after week, 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, 17-hour weeks, more training than I've ever done, and hopefully it results in one of the best days I've ever done. Of course, everyone's probably wondering what my goals are. I think anything under 10 hours and I'm extremely happy. Don't know if it's going to be a wetsuit or non-wetsuit race. If it's wetsuit, somewhere in between 60-65 minutes. If it's non-wetsuit, somewhere close to 70 minutes. Bike, if I can flirt with about 5 hours to 5:10 on the bike, I'm really happy. If on the run, I can hold 5-minute kilometers and run about a 3:30, I'm really happy. If I can do all that, feel good at the finish line, I will call it a huge success at the first Ironman distance. I mean, I went into this specifically choosing Challenge Roth because it's a bucket list race. There is no pressure to try to qualify for Kona, because I want to try to qualify for Kona at some point, but I don't think it's going to be in my first crack. So I really just wanted to learn how my body reacts to training for this distance and how I do at the distance. And if I have a good race on top of it, great. I've learned a ton, and now I just got to go out and have a good race. So Trainiacs, thank you very much to everyone who has sent messages. Received hundreds over the last few days. They are going to be right in here while I am whining about how sore my bum is at about 170k into the bike. So thank you all. You motivate me, and I'm gonna need it tomorrow. So later, Trainiacs, hit the subscribe button if you want to make sure that you don't miss race day. See how I do.